Alright, welcome back to the Roblox course, and in this lecture we're going to look at creating parts that you can pick up. So those are not going to be things that you pick up with your hands, but rather sort of healing pickups and damaging pickups, and also something like gold nuggets, let's say. So let's just go inside of our workspace and create a new part, and we're going to work with this. So first of all, we're going to scale this down a little bit. We're going to make something like this. That's fine. And then let's make it like a block almost. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Okay. And we're going to call this part a pickup part, right? And we're going to duplicate this 3 times. But before we're going to duplicate it, we're actually going to create a folder inside of our workspace. And we're going to call this the pickups, because our workspace is getting really cluttered at this point in time. And yeah. So let's duplicate this 3 times, and then let's just make it so that one of them is sort of golden. Let's make it this one, this color, and then we're gonna make one that's red, and we're gonna make one that is gonna be green. Yeah, we're gonna take this green, sure. So it's almost like a traffic sign, but not quite. Right, and what's gonna happen is, so first of all, we're gonna add a new script to this. So this is going to be the gold script. Let's just call it the gold script. Why not? Right. So this is gold script. And well, in here, what we're going to do is we're going to get the players again. So we're going to say players equals workspace. No, it's game.players, of course. Game.players. Then we're going to say local gold nugget, let's say, or gold coin. It could be a gold coin, or it could be a gold box, or a gold, what would you say? Cube? Gold cube. Let's call it gold cube. It's going to be this script.parent. So the parent of this script, which is of course this pickup part. And then we're going to add this gold cube dot touched. So we're going to use the touched event and connect it with on part touched. This is going to be a function that we're going to define here inside of this. This is going to be a local function on part touched, and then other part, so we know who touched us. And the idea here is that we're going to check whether or not this is a player or a humanoid. So first of all, we're going to say, okay, we're going to get the parent of the other part. So we're going to say other part dot parent, right? And then we're going to say, well, if you have a humanoid, then we're going to be fine. So if we have parent dot and then parent dot not dot but colon, find first child which is a humanoid, right? Because the idea is that if we have a humanoid, so if the parent has a child that is a humanoid, then we can then we're making sure that this is the player who touched it. This is sort of the idea. And then the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to say gold cube once again colon destroy. So we're just going to destroy the gold cube because we want to pick it up, so to speak, right? So like in Mario Brothers, for example, if you touch a gold coin, it also disappears. And then we're going to get the player. And what's going to happen here, how we're going to do this, is we're going to say, well, players. And then we say get player from character, right? And because the parent here, this is our character, actually, we can just pass this in. And this is going to get exactly the player that has touched us. So that's really good. And because we have added the leader stats, we can also get the leader stats by doing player.leader stats, because this is the folder that we have created in the leaderboard one. And then we can say exactly the same thing that we've set with the clicker. So we can actually we could in theory go to the clicker example. Where is it? Click detection, right? And we could just say this code, right? And then just put this in here. Well, we need this one. There you go. Like this, right? We could just copy this code and use it here again in theory. Now there's also something to be said about possibly, making a function somewhere else. We're not going to deal with this right now. This is going to work, however, right? So this is one of the things that we can do, and yeah, so this, what's gonna happen is when we pick up this gold block here, we're gonna get another gold added to our leaderboard. Now the other two are actually gonna be something else, and this is gonna be the heal script, right? So this is gonna be a heal. Now the great thing is that because we've, used this already, we can just quickly copy this over, and we're gonna not call this a gold cube, but let's say heal cube, right? And then just making sure that the references here are okay. And then instead of actually doing this, getting the leader stats and all of that, what we're gonna say is we actually don't even need the player because the parent is already the character. We can just say parent dot humanoid. Well, in theory, we should also be able to say just humanoid dot health, because the health is stored in the humanoid, and then we're gonna say minus 25. So, well, actually, this would be plus 25 because we want to heal. And then I've taken something a little too quickly. The other pickup, this is the red one. This is gonna be hurt, and this then is a hurt part, right? And this one is gonna hurt our player. So this is the basic idea here, just 3 examples of what you could do. Let's just do something like this. So let's just set them up sort of in, well, let's actually set them up like this, just because I do want the traffic lights to be there. And then we can just copy them, a few times maybe. Let's do this and then make sure that they are inside of the pickups folder. And then let's duplicate them. And that's going to be fine. I think that that's fine, just for demonstration purposes right now. And let's see if this works. So it should actually work. Everything should be fine. So if we now get this one, we should get a gold. And it gets destroyed. Exactly what happens. So as soon as we touch it, we get a gold. And it does get destroyed. Now if we touch this, we should get hurt. Oh, it's the other way around. Ah, that's kind of funny. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, but there you go. So that's, of course, well, so much for that one. So much for that one. Really red. Let's take really green then. And let's delete those, because that's a blunder, I would say. But that's fine. Nothing to worry about. This, of course, also happens when you just name them pickup parts. So a better naming scheme, of course, would be hurt part, and then maybe, or, healing part, hurt part, healing kit. The other thing, I don't know, spike. I mean, not really a spike, but something like that. So now if I get those, as you can see, I'm getting damaged. And then if I pick up the other ones, I'm actually getting healed. Right, that's really cool. So those are sort of like, what would you say? It's not really it is a pickup, but it's not a pickup in the sense that you get something in your inventory, sort of like, yeah, a pickup like a coin or something like that. That's how you create those, and how those parts automatically get destroyed, and, well, something happens with it. Yeah, so as you can see, we're starting to, stack up a few of the things that we've learned in the past lectures and stacking them on top of each other, right? So we have the idea of getting the players, we have the touched event, we have the humanoid, we have the leader stats. So we're starting to put together a few of those things and see how they can work interconnectedly, let's say. And yeah, so like always, if there are any questions, always feel free to ask and I'll be sure to respond. And yeah.